The Cardinals are rested and rejuvenated coming off the bye week before hosting the New England Patriots at State Farm Stadium for some Monday Night Football. What can the Cardinals take away from their last game into this week? With your Stanton, I'm Danny Stark. We're going to answer that on this episode of Cardstock presented by SeatGeek. Drew, despite losing to the Chargers, one takeaway was how dominant the Cardinals' run game was. 181 yards. Running back James Conner with his first 100-yard rushing game as a Cardinal, despite a few personnel changes. The big one being offensive line coach and run game coordinator Sean Kugler being relieved of his duties. It was tight ends coach Steve Hayden who stepped up. What changes from Hayden running the ship allowed this offense to be so dominant in the run game?
Well, I think first and foremost, he's been with the offensive line group for a while. Even when I was playing here, right, he was the assistant offensive line coach under Harold Goodwin, was doing a good job. It's not like you're just taking a guy that has no understanding of what's going on. You did, not by coincidence, see more of the tight ends involved with the run game, getting more tight ends on the field, being able to get them in quick motions, displace guys. They did a phenomenal job of giving eye trouble to the linebackers, to the secondary, being able to insert the back on one side and then wrap it around, being able to utilize and really get those linebackers displaced laterally allows the tight ends to gain an edge, to gain a shoulder, to be able to do stuff. They did a masterful job of changing things up early and often, and that's going to open things up in the passing game, right? You saw stuff on second down where they're able to go get first downs through play action. So it was a phenomenal job. It went hand in hand. You saw a marriage between a run game and a pass game, and that keeps defenses on their heels.
How do the Cardinals build off that for the final 5 games of the season?
Well, I think part of it too is just the mentality they had, right? You see wide receivers coming down in the box like DeAndre Hopkins that's going in to put his nose in the fight and go block Derwin James. You see quarterback runs where you have lead blockers. It's not like a zone read where he's exposing himself to get hit by bigger guys. They're doing a very good job of being creative, and then this catalog will just build off of that, not only in the run game, but in the pass game. It opens things up. It forces linebackers to come up in coverage, and again, it just will allow this team to continue to take the necessary steps forward.
As a former quarterback in the league coming off the bye, what type of difference does that make mentally and physically going into this game?
Well, first and foremost, this is a late bye, right? I mean, you don't want to get too far away from it. So there's that happy medium of getting rested, getting rejuvenated, getting out of this building, getting away from everybody and seeing those same faces, and then coming back here with the mindset of whatever we have to do this week. Again, there's only a short portion of the season left at this point in time. You're playing on Monday Night Football against a great football team that's going to be well prepared. This is a masterful head coach that tries to do everything he can to stop a quarterback from getting comfortable. At the end of the day, though, this is a team that has to find a way to win one football game.
Patriots and Cardinals Monday night at 6:15 from State Farm Stadium. For Drew Stanton, I'm Danny Stark. Thanks so much for tuning in to Cardstock.